Use your minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. One, Mr. Speaker, you know the essence of devolution is health. I visited Maraba Sub-County Hospital on Saturday. I visited Kapsabet County Referral Hospital, Mosoriat Sub-County Hospital. I visited Chepterway. I visited Chepkongon Dispensary. I visited Kiropket Dispensary. All those are dysfunctional. There is no drugs. Despite that the county government under Sang administration has allocated over 300 million per year. But there is no drugs in hospital. The poor sanitation, you have seen those photos going viral, Mr. Speaker. Yet the Committee of Health has never found it wise to visit the county of Nandi, Mr. Speaker. We need reports. We need individual reports to be tabled on the House because, Mr. Speaker, the reason even Senate is under siege or under siege is because health is dysfunctional, Mr. Speaker. The Health Committee must pull up its socks and ensure they give value to this House, Mr. Speaker. We must not be treated to sideshows. And this habit, Mr. Speaker, of instead visiting the dispensaries, they go and visit a governor, courtesy call for what? Where does the governor want to go that must be visited? Is it a school visiting day? Are they visiting the governors with lunch boxes, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, we must stop this habit. Whenever we visit Kakamega, let us visit Kakamega County Referral Hospital, Kitui County Referral, and find out Meru. Find out why there are no drugs in hospital, why doctors are demotivated, Mr. Speaker. Don't visit governors to look nice for photos, unless you want to frame for future references of autobiographies, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, secondly, I would have expected them to give us a takeaway on UHC staff that suffered since post-COVID era, Mr. Speaker. We have seen a news flash by the Ministry of Health that UHC staff will be transferred to counties. Our county is ready to observe all the UHC staff. We must be told, even their terms of service. Mr. Speaker, you remember Donald Trump, who the other day generated an AI image of him becoming the next pope or the next pope thief, stopped the money that came through USAID. And the people who are staff under Global Aid Fund don't know their future. We must be told what happens to Global Aid Fund staff, Mr. Speaker. Finally, Mr. Speaker, on the issue of energy, I want to say it's disappointing that Mandera and northern Kenya, Mr. Speaker, still uses generator. And there is Kenya Power and Lighting, Mr. Speaker. And when they took 3 generators, only one is functional in Mandera, Mr. Speaker. They lied to the people of Mandera, the northern Kenya. Are they not part of Kenyans, Mr. Speaker? The Committee of Energy led by the youth leader and the face of broad-based government, Senator Oburu Odinga, and I'm happy. The reason I'm relaxed on him, Mr. Speaker, is because he told of Senator Orengo the other day, Governor Orengo, Mr. Speaker. We must
There's
stop.
a point of order from the Senator for Mandera County.
But I was assisting him by pushing for...
Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise on point of order number 105. While I appreciate the statement he has made, which arose from a physical visit that my colleague, Senator Wambua Cherargei, have done in Mandera and the challenges he's sharing on energy. But can the Honorable Senator substantiate for a fact that if a committee visits a given county and does a courtesy call on the governor, that the committee's function and responsibility within that county will be impaired by that visit? Can he substantiate? Because we have visited several counties, we've done courtesy call, but we've ended up doing our mandates as required by the law. Can he then substantiate how does it render our effective roles as senators when we visit and do courtesy call? This is just basically a statement of respect that we are here and that issue. If that is wrong, I would like him to substantiate to what extent that invalidates the visit or the functional responsibility that the various committees will undertake. Thank you.
Senator Chalege.
You know, Mr. Speaker, I was making a very pregnant point. I can allow Senator Wambua to inform me. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I just want to inform us, Senator Chalege, so that he doesn't belabor responding to that issue. Yes. Mr. Speaker, the point of contention is that when a committee visits a governor, and then, yes, when they visit me as governor, then I want a situation where my visit does not look like, a visit to my office does not look like it's the central theme of the committee being in the county. That's exactly what we are saying. That is the Speaker, even the photos that are circulated on the walls of the committees and the individual members, a lot more of those photos are for the visit to the governor and not the facilities. And we are saying, the Speaker, especially for the Committee on Health, there are so many dysfunctional health facilities in every county that a minute spent with the governor is a waste of precious time. That's what we are saying, Mr. Speaker. I thank you.
Conclude your comments.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much, because even sometimes when you go to visit a governor, people end up taking a lot of time, even 1 hour that should have used to visit some of the facilities. And you know, one funny thing, after the event, you see some colleagues of ours, with all due respect, putting a caption, the governor has promised to improve. Yet they have not visited those facilities, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, finally, on the Committee of Energy, please, let Mandera and Northern Kenya access Kenya Power to the national grid. It is unfortunate that Mandera has only one functional generator that goes off because of the heat after every time, Mr. Speaker. That it is very unfortunate, and Kenya Power must be called out that Kenyans in Mandera, as the Kenyans have equal chance like Kenyans in Nairobi, in the spirit of broad-based, where we want to bring equity, equality, fairness and transparency, even in terms of energy distribution in this country, Mr. Speaker. So I want to commend the committee led by Senator Oburu Odinga, who is our face of broad-based and one of the youth leaders of this country, and the architect, Mr. Speaker. And I want to congratulate him for telling off Governor Orengo. I saw Senator Sifuna saying something today about broad-based. If he wants to, he should be careful, because Senator Oburu, when he speaks, it's Raila Odinga who speaks. With those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I support all those statements.
Senator Gloria Orobo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This afternoon, I rise to add my voice to the various statements, the Energy Committee statement and the Finance Committee statement. Mr. Speaker, first of all, before I go into any issue, I want to remind Kenyans and the members of this House that the Senate does a lot of work. We do a lot of thorough investigations, inquiries, we put together reports. We submit the reports at the floor of the House, we debate the reports, and then we adopt the reports, or the reports are tabled and taken in as work output, Mr. Speaker. I want to remind the members of this House that we have certain issues that we have deliberated on and placed reports. We had the Shakahola issue, Mr. Speaker, very controversial. We went down to the grassroots, did investigations, the committee tabled a report, we adopted with recommendations, the report is there. The Energy Committee that I've seen, they have given a summary of their work, also dealt with the explosion in Muradi, where lives were lost, Mr. Speaker. They've given the recommendations, they've tabled the report is there. You remember the issue of Governor Natembeya and his deputy. That was at that time a very serious issue for the people of Trans Nzoia County. Mr. Speaker, the report is here, tabled. We had members of this House going to the US, Mr. Speaker, to follow on the victims of the bomb blast, Mr. Speaker. We even had budgets. Members went to the US, spoke to victims, spoke to who, did what was meant to be done. Recommendations were put, the report was tabled, Mr. Speaker. Nobody is asking why nothing is being done after tabling the reports. So, Mr. Speaker, even as we are interrogating all these reports by the Finance Committee and the Energy Committee and all other committees, Mr. Speaker, the question then becomes, is our work here in Senate, the upper house, to just table reports? Mr. Speaker, we have continuously asked that we be given a committee to follow up on the implementation of all the reports that we have in this House, Mr. Speaker, so that we can even know whether the victims of the Muradi explosion, which the Energy Committee has told us is here, whether they were actually taken care of, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it saddens me as a member of this House that all our work is going to be filed in the basis or in the form of a report, and the legacy of this House is just reports that are being tabled, Mr. Speaker. My question to this House and to the members of this House is, will we continue to sit and table reports, Mr. Speaker? Or are we actually going to push that we become part of the implementation of these reports? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Bonie Khalwale.
Mr. Speaker, I'm lost for words. I'm speaking on the contributions made in respect of the report on health. I don't know what is biting the former governor of Mandera, and I don't know what is biting the current senator of Nandi. What's wrong with a committee going into a county and having a sitting with the governor and actually affording an opportunity to field questions that will enrich their report? It is not the responsibility of the committee to babysit any governor. They should go and ask him hard questions, like what is obtaining in Nandi. It would be gross failure if the Committee of Health will go to Nandi and fail to go and interview the governor. Mr. Speaker, it is so serious that in Kakamega, as we speak now, doctors are on strike. Mr. Speaker, it is so serious that in Kakamega, the governor is, through his chief officer, Dr. David Alira. They are trying to teach doctors corruption. When this committee goes there, it is time for them not only to talk to the governor about these issues that I'm about to raise, but also afford me an invitation so that I sit through the meeting. Mr. Speaker, people of Kakamega are wondering how interest is paid to medical facilities in excess of the requisition made by that superintendent of the hospital. And then upon receipt, the medical superintendent, Mr. Speaker, is rung by Alila, who then asks for the excess on the authority to incur expense to be taken back to him. Butere Hospital, Malaba Hospital, Igu Hospital. At Butere and Malaba, the doctors were asked to remit a refund of 10 millions in each of those two hospitals. In Ikuhu, 6 million. Mr. Speaker, the bankings were done. The transfer of the money to Dr. Alila, Mr. Speaker, was done on the 20th of October 2024 in the afternoon. These are things we know. We want the committee to scare these governors so that they don't teach my medical professionals even an ounce of corruption, Mr. Speaker.
Very well. Senator Veronica Duarte.
After me. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, especially for distinguishing who should speak first between me and my neighbor. Honorable Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Senator Kisang will wait and abide until I finalize. I want to support the report and the statements that have been presented to this House this afternoon. And I want to single out the very elaborate report that has been presented by our chairperson of Energy Committee, a committee that I am a member of, the Senate Standing Committee on Energy. Honorable Speaker, I want to single out the issues that have been raised here, especially the issue of the LPG explosion that occurred in the Mradi area, where we see victims, 11 lives were lost, and at least 280 people were involved, and many people were injured during these incidents. Honorable Speaker, in spite of the fact that I sit in this committee, I want to say that in many jurisdictions, such explosions will be taken as very serious accident incidents, where the policy framework enables people who have suffered from such incidences to be compensated very quickly and very adequately, not because it's the tidiest position for any country to be in, but because it is